What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to a near reincarnation video. Alright, today I want to talk about my daily farming routine. I figured this would be a good way to show you guys what I'm farming on a daily basis, the resources I'm going for, how I manage my time, and all of that great stuff. So let's just jump right into this one, and let's talk about the first thing that I do every day, and that is daily summons, like I told you guys in the past. Once you beat Chapter 9, I believe, on the main story, you will unlock daily summons, and you want to do this every day. So when I sign into the game, that's the first thing I do alongside of my friends list. I click on my friends list, I send all, and I take all. This way I get all the free stamina that I possibly can get. And then from there, I watch my daily ads. I usually get 10 gems per ad, but I still do it every day in hopes that I will one day get that 3,000 gem and get my temple. Hasn't happened yet, but maybe it will happen sometime in the near future. The next thing I do after that is pull up my shop and I buy my daily stamina. Now, the thing with this is I usually refresh it once or twice per day. But before I refresh it, I make sure I don't need anything else from the daily shop. So what I mean by that is I will look through these. For example, if I need rattlestone or if I need the yellow sand, the white sand, whatever it is, if I need something from the shop, I want to be buying it when I'm doing my refresh. This way I'm getting as much out of the refresh as possible. So I'm not just basically throwing 10 or 30 gems away, just getting stamina and not getting the other resources I need. Because then later on in the day, if I find out I need red earth and then I already refreshed the shop 3 times, then I potentially missed out on that when I could have just bought it in those refreshes that I already did. So then I'll be wasting more gems not doing it this way and checking first. I go into my loadout, I pull up my characters, their weapons, and I see if I need any of that stuff. If I do, I buy it when I refresh it. That's a good tip to have when you're refreshing your daily shop. Make sure you're getting as much out of it as possible, because a lot of those resources are used for your upgrades on your characters and weapons. The next thing I do is look through my missions, see if there's anything I can complete that day to get some extra gems, or something that I'm close to finishing that I might be able to finish if I pay attention and actually do it. Like make 700 shop purchases we just did and we got 50 gems. Nothing crazy, but it's a good thing to keep an eye on and see if there's any big payouts here. This way you can do another 10 pull, or maybe get an ascension on your 2P, A2, whatever character you might be using. It's always good to look at this and see what's going on. This way you know where to go from there. Now, after I did all that stuff, I got it all the way this way. I don't have to worry about the game resetting and me missing out on all of those awesome things, because a lot of that stuff is free, easy to do, and you want to be doing those things every day. The next thing I'll do is I'll check my stamina. My stamina is usually always low because I'm constantly farming the game, basically 24/7 unless I'm sleeping. That would be the only time I'm not farming the game. And the best way to address the stamina for me right now without wasting all of my stamina pots, my mediums and large anyways, I don't mind using the small ones, but the mediums and large, I want to hang on to those. Now, the way I do that is an exploration. You'll see I have 16 tickets. A lot of people made the mistake, not necessarily a mistake, but they used all of their tickets in one shot, stacked up all of the stamina, and then just blew through it. The way I like to do this is when I'm low on stamina, instead of using pots, I'll be 0 stamina. I'll go in here, I'll do a run, it'll fill my stamina, usually 150, I believe. And then I'll use that stamina, do my dailies, come back, do it again. And this way, it's upping my level. Yes, it's not pushing my level like everybody else's. If I used all of my tickets, I would be level 80 just like everybody else. But the thing is, I feel like this way is much more efficient. The way I look at them is a large stamina pot, and that's the way I use them. So if I have 16, that's 16 stamina fills for me. And it really helps out when I'm farming the game, so I don't have to worry about wasting my other stamina pots, and I can save those up. And then every time I do this, I usually do it 3 or 4 times per day, and this will give me 3 or 4 levels per day as well. Now, after I checked all that, I did my exploration, I filled up my stamina, I'm good to go. The next thing I will do is pull up my quests, my subquests, and usually, depending on what the dailies are, I will farm this. Now, being this all 3 today, I farmed the hell out of this because I need all of these resources. We're getting fire, wind, and water out of this, great, and we're getting these rocks. And this resource is essential for your weapon skills. So being that I'm getting all 3 stones and that out of it, I farm this all day long. I love when it's all 3. And light and dark, I also do the same thing. So basically what I'll do is I'll go back and forth between the dailies, and then I will also do both events alongside of them. So what it will look like is 2-3 hours of this, 2-3 hours of this event, and then 2-3 hours of this event. Now, the first event, I'm almost done with it, so I won't have to do this much longer. Then I can add something else into my farming routine, probably a memory dungeon or something like that. Right now, I just rotate through the 3, and that's basically the chunk of the farming that I'm doing every day, outside of a couple memory dungeon runs. But that's usually towards the end of the day or when I'm streaming on Twitch. I will run memory dungeons and all that great stuff. But usually when I'm just farming on my own time, it's daily quests and the 2 events right now. But once the events go away, obviously that's going to change. And then I will change down to the memory dungeons. And I'll switch back and forth between the dailies and the memories that I'm looking to farm for that day. Now, Gorilla Quests, I try to hit these as much as possible. Like right now, they're here. I should be farming these. And instead, I'm making a video. I miss these so much. I'm lucky if I can farm twice per day. You really want to take advantage of these because it's the fastest way to get these weapon enhancements. I try to put them in my daily routine, but I always tend to miss them. Career quests are really good, great for weapon enhancements. So if you're not doing them, try to do them. Maybe set an alarm on your phone so you know when they're going to be active. And it will really help you when you have to level up all these black weapons that you want to take to stage 4 and stage 7 so you can farm more cubes. It's really just good to do this because it helps in all sides of the game when you're making all of these upgrades on all of these weapons you're going to be building. Primaries, secondaries, dark weapons. There's just so many weapons that you need to build. Now, lately, what I've been doing after I do my dailies for a while and I farmed both events, we'll say 6-7 hours into the day, that is when I will start coming into the memory dungeon. As of right now, I've been farming attack sets as much as possible. But I do want to start getting crit rate and crit damage on my attackers as well because I'm getting past that attack stage. I do believe early on when you first break into the game, pushing attack is the best way and then falling into the crit rate and the crit damage. Because if you have 100% crit rate, yes, there is a base of 150% crit damage, but you want to stack as much crit damage as possible because crit is based off of crit damage, just like crit damage is based off of crit rate. Your crit damage won't matter if you're not critting. With attack, you're getting that attack no matter what. So early on, it's always good to push the attack, and then as you get better memories, you can push the crit rate and the crit damage, which I'm going to be doing now. I've been farming stage 9 on Dynasties. I'm so close to being able to farm stage 10. The thing is, my A2 has a fire weapon, so I need to get her on a different weapon, and once I do that, I'll be able to farm stage 10. Probably no problem, because 9 is quite easy for me. I'm able to do it. Eventually, when I want to move towards the more heavier sets, I will come down to the new one. Now that I'm kind of growing out of the attack and I want to start pushing crit rate and crit damage, I will move down to the new one, which is the Witch's Memories, and I will see if I can't farm stage 9 or 10 on this. But I did want to push my power first because I didn't think I'd be able to jump right into this. So that's why I started with the first one, and I'll move directly to this one. And that will just go part of my daily farming. So once the events are done, this will become my main farm. So basically, it will take the spots of my events. So instead of farming the events, I'll be farming the memory dungeons to make my memories that much stronger. And then as I sell them, that will give me more gold, and I'll be able to upgrade all of these expensive 4-star memories. Now, as far as the character quest goes, I want to add these into my dailies eventually. Just right now, with all these events and all this stuff going on in the game, I just haven't had time to do so. I've been focusing on the Dark Memory quest more so, and I think you guys should too. And what I mean by that is start farming every single one of these. The boss floors, farm them every day. You don't have to go in here and farm the characters that you don't want right away. Just farm the boss floor, move on to the next one, and do that for all 9 of the characters, because that will give you more chances to get these cube drops early on. So when you do decide that you want to push one of these or you want to unlock Dark Gale, whatever the case may be, you'll be ready because you'll already be farming all of these boss floors every day. And then as you start staging up the weapons, you're going to unlock normal. Then after you get them to stage 7, you're going to unlock another one. And the more you unlock, the more boss floors you're going to have. And that's going to give you more chances to get these cubes because you'll be farming more boss floors per day. I'm going to make another video on black weapons / pure dark weapons because there's a little bit of controversy going around about it. What's the best way to actually do it? Now, I don't think there's an exact best way to do it, but I do think the more boss floors you farm per day is going to be the most efficient way long term. Now, of course, if you're just looking to get one character and one weapon right away, then obviously you could do that no problem. That's up to you as a player. It's your choice. But if you're trying to be as efficient as possible, farming as many boss floors as possible is going to be the best way to do it. Just from farming these 9 since the game came out, I believe I got 3 cubes already. And honestly, with the drops that I hear people are getting, that is really good. So farm the boss floors. That is a part of my daily routine. I do that every single day no matter what before reset. So right after this video, I will do that. I'll farm the rest of the boss floors that I haven't hit already. Now that's the farming I do when I'm just doing 10 loops throughout the day. Now when I actually sit down and play the game, what I like to do is go back to the main quests, see what I missed, see what free gems I missed in the game. So for example, if we click on main quests, there is a bunch of free gems that I missed out on because I didn't 3-star them. I just want to rush through the content, open up the black weapon, and get all the free gems I possibly could at that time. So now the best thing for me is I sit here, I see which ones I can do. So for this one, I'm missing a star. So I see clear with light infinity, put a light infinity as my primary weapon, go in there, get my extra gems and my extra star. I usually spend about an hour or 2 a day doing this, or I'll do it on Twitch. And I'll do this alongside my black weapon bosses. I'll go back and forth and collect all the free gems that I missed. And I missed a ton of them. I'm sure you guys did too, just trying to get through this, not worrying about, you know, what weapon you're using, if you're using your character's skills on auto, all of that great stuff. So if you click normal, hard, and very hard, you'll probably realize that you have a ton of gems not open. Like this, for example, I didn't even do the very hard content yet. So tonight on Twitch, I will do this very hard content and get these gems that I'm missing out on, which will give us more tempos, which will bring us to another pity. Now, the next thing I like to farm as well, which goes alongside of this, is under the summoning banner. If we pull up the chapter summons, I like to go through this, and there's certain resources that I'm always short on. So what I'll do is I will look at the chapter, I'll click on this little I button on top of the banner, and I will see what these banners drop. Now, there is some things going around on Reddit where it would be in your best interest to farm this as much as possible to get all of these large stamina recovery pots, but that's up to you. I like to do them sometimes just to see if I can get a couple here and there, but I do usually go more for the resources that I need at the time. For example, if I'm missing something particular for my character skill, I'll see what that resource is. I'll come in here, find it in the banner, then I'll go to that chapter and farm it. The best way to do this is to click the eye on the top, see what it drops, go to your character, see what you're missing, come in here and farm it out. The top stuff you can only summon a certain amount of times. So once you get all 3 of these medium stamina recoveries, same thing with the 5 smalls, and then same thing with the large one. Just keep in mind that you can't get any more. But if you're just trying to farm the stamina, do keep in mind that you can only get a certain amount from each stage. This is just something I like to do when I'm actually playing the game. It's good content for me to look at, farm at the same time, get my extra gems, see if I can get some extra stamina pots. It's just something that will keep me busy. And something that you should be doing too, because it does reset every month. So you want to take as much out of these as possible every single month before it resets. And then from that, as I'm usually going back and forth, I will look at my loadout, see what I need to work on next, see what weapons I have. Then I'll usually go and sell all of my extra weapons that I got for the day from doing all my summons that I usually do. You'll get medals from selling your gear, so that is something else to keep in mind as well. So I usually go through this, clean this up as much as I can, sell and collect my medals. One more thing I want to throw in here before we close out, and I do want to go over this. Let me pull up the shop. Now, when I first started playing the game, and I'm sure just like most of you guys, when I saw the premium tickets, I looked at these and I was like, wow, these tickets are so good. They look so good. I want to buy them. Everybody should buy them. I do want to make it clear that the premium summon tickets do not draw from the collab pool. So you cannot get 2P or A2. It's not from the main pool, and it's also 60-40. So 60% to get a weapon and 40% to get one of those characters. So if you are buying this, I would say you're going for either Dark Theo or you're going for Gale. One of those 2 characters. Anything else I don't think is going to be what you're looking for. So I would probably recommend buying the other summoning tickets first. That's usually what I do. I buy the 10 pulls first. I even think that these premium summoning tickets would be better spent than buying these premium summoning tickets. They're not terrible. I just want you guys to know it's not from the collab summoning pool, and you can get a weapon from this at a 60% chance. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just know that you can't pull 2P from this, because I think a lot of people get confused and think that they have a chance to get 2P, and you absolutely cannot get her from the premium summon ticket. Now, the other thing is with the medals, and that's where I bought mine from, and I wasted all of my medals, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have just bought everything else. I would recommend buying the stamina pots first before you buy anything else. Now, the premium summon tickets are good. You could buy those and then buy your stamina pots. And these medals you get from selling weapons, your 3 stars, your 2 stars, you'll get these medals from doing that. And as always, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So comment down below and let me know what your daily farm is. Thank you guys so much for the support here on YouTube. You guys are blowing me away lately. I really do appreciate it. Once we reach 4,000, we will start another sub celebration. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch and Discord, those are always linked down below. We do 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. If you want to be a part of the random giveaway that we do here on YouTube, all you have to do is sub to the channel, like and comment on my past 10 videos, and that will automatically enter you to the random giveaway. I pick the winners on Discord. I truly do love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.